Welcome to Exactly Zero Jurisdiction, the podcast with no rules except for the rules which seem to rule out the others, therefore making them pretty cool. I'm your host, Jacob, and joining me are my co-host, Zane, who actually is not here. He's taking a nap, and Everett, of course.
All right, hey, how's it going, guys?
Therefore, giving us the coveted name of Exactly Zero Jurisdiction. Not only are we here, though, we're also here with 5 special guests to the podcast, considering that this is, of course, our pilot episode. Please welcome Jamie, formerly known as Doomsday on YouTube.
Hola.
Please welcome Eddie.
Hello.
Please welcome Andrew.
What's up?
And please welcome Wes.
What's poppin', baby?
And please, last but not least, welcome to Gabe.
Hello, sir.
Guys,
All right.
what the hell is happening right now? Like, what's going on? Ever since
Bro.
March came around or to an end, everyone's just kind of been like, "Hey, fuck the world." What's going on?
March hasn't ended.
Well, March hasn't ended yet, but it's the 31st day of March. So technically speaking, it has.
By
I
the
feel
time
like
this
when
comes
this
up,
is
it'll
gonna
be over.
published, yeah.
So like, okay,
Quarantine.
quarantine definitely. So,
Death.
Toilet paper.
But it's been so weird. Like, I don't know what happened. I feel like this has just been the longest set of 18 days of my entire life.
Dude, so normally, like staying inside, like, you'd want to stay inside, like, you can enjoy staying inside, but when you're fucking forced to stay inside, it is the worst, like, experience because you just don't know what to do. You don't have a plan.
Like doing
You don't have a
chores.
plan to do nothing like you normally do.
no, I feel like it's the idea of like everyone spends their weekends just doing some random thing, right? Everyone just does their own specific task. But when your weekend is extended by like 9 times the original amount and you can't go outside to do stuff, it's just not that
Yeah.
fun. Because literally
mean, like-
the most thing that we can do right now is go out and get fast food.
Or
Yeah,
go on this
but-
podcast.
Oh my
Well-
gosh, I got a story about fast food. All right, so we're all right. Picture this. It's about 4 days ago. We're 14 days into this, and usually I'm going out to eat like 2 to 3 times, like maybe in a span of like 9 days. So maybe in 2 weeks I'm going out 3 to 4 times, right? So I'm just really craving some chicken tenders. Like you guys know what I'm talking about, like some
Oh,
good
hell
crispy
yeah.
chicken.
This- well,
It,
what
it really
kinda-
just
what kinda-
depends what parade you got though.
Yeah, no, what kind of tenders we talking? We talking Chick-fil-A? We
No, we're
talking
We're talking Miller's Ale House. Yo, boys,
Oh,
Mm,
okay, all right. We're talking
mm,
zingers.
mm.
All
we're
right.
talking zingers. All right, this stuff is just so good, and I've been waiting for this for like, I mean, this sounds silly, but it's like 14 days. It's probably even longer than that. I've probably gone about a month up to this point, and then oh my gosh, this takeout was so good, bro. Oh my gosh,
Holy shit! Wait, they do takeout?
they do takeout and delivery.
Oh my god!
You didn't
dude,
know that
that's
Miller's
the
Ale House did takeout?
game.
Yeah,
You should see what
everyone's
happens
doing
at
takeout now.
Walgreens.
Yeah. No, it's like
You guys know, you guys know Little Caesars is delivering. I mean, not that Little Caesars is all that great, but it delivers now.
it never delivered beforehand?
I don't
Nah,
think
dude, you had to
No,
go
it's
get
always
your
delivered.
hot and ready.
They've had
No,
commercials about delivering.
Yeah, no.
Really?
I always
Little
feel like
Caesars really deliver.
I guess it might just be like regions cuz every
I
every
think-
Little
yeah, I feel like it's
Caesars
gotta be
every Little
regional.
Caesars around me, like the one that's like maybe 2 miles away from me, like just across the bridge.
Yeah.
That one always delivers. Like 100%. They always like as soon as you pick up the phone to order something, they're just like, "Hi, deliver your pickup." Like they just
Yeah.
don't
That
they
might
want
be
to put
that
they want to put it
individual
out
store.
there so that their utilities will be used, you know?
I guess this thing is who's ordering Little Caesar. Like,
Okay, that's
honestly-
true, but
That's
like
fair, that's
because
fair.
if you are ordering Little Caesars, you could change up the number just a little bit. Controversial opinion coming ahead. Papa John's. I'm just saying,
Okay.
right?
I'm going with Papa
But,
John's.
but,
I don't know,
but
have you
you could
guys-
also,
Okay,
let's
hold
have,
on,
let's
hold
have
Oh,
this discussion.
okay. Hold on.
you could also have Pizza Hut in the same genre.
Mm,
Uh,
I'm not
dude.
gonna lie. Pizza Hut hasn't really hit the same, right?
No,
It really
Because-
okay,
okay.
Let's talk top here. Let's talk Sal's.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
no,
good,
no.
yeah.
Sal's is just, it's gone downhill. Ever since they closed like 2 of their locations, it's really not.
Okay, but real
Wh-
talk.
Which one you?
Has anyone here ever had Lutina's Pizza?
I've never heard of the
No.
place.
Oh
Never
my-
heard of it.
Never heard of
Oh,
it.
Have any of you heard of Vinny's? Bro, exactly. That's what I'm
Denny's?
saying. Vinny's.
Oh,
Literally the
Denny's?
best
Oh,
pizza
I
place on the
said
planet.
Denny's.
I legit thought he said Denny's, and I'm like, they serve
I
pizza.
thought you said Denny's. Yeah, I was like, shit,
Yeah,
Pizza
yeah.
I was
now?
like,
Denny's.
all right.
Well,
Okay, but
Look, if
literally,
you want good pizza, Jamie could probably agree with me. Just make it at home.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
That's
No.
not the, that's
Especially
I
only
get what you're
Italians.
talking
They
about,
make
but-
some bomb ass pizza.
No, but okay, homemade pizza is only good when you like have a
DiGiorno.
certain idea of what's going on. Giorno is
Yeah,
cheating. Giorno is cheating. We know that. We know
DiGiorno's
that.
is not good, bro. It's not good.
Okay, no,
pizza.
it's good.
Tostinos.
It's good. It just doesn't give me with like that feeling of just fuck yeah, I just did it. I made a pizza. Like I'm doing something with my life. Like
No,
I don't.
I'd rather,
That's gotta be handmade.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
rather
it's.
pizza rolls than have DiGiorno's.
Oh, that's a
That's-
bold
that's what I'm
statement. That's a
now,
bold
DiGiorno's
statement.
That's a
is
very
very
bold statement.
wet. DiGiorno's is very wet.
What
I
oven
was
are you
like,
putting it in
DiGiorno's
to
are
make it
you-
wet?
What the fuck?
Are you putting it
Are
in
you
like
pouring
a
water
pond?
on your DiGiorno's before you put
Are
it
you
in the
putting it in
oven?
a pond and then
supposed to
throwing
be
it in the microwave?
Yeah, bros, I gotta moisten the dough. Just let me dump an entire 5-gallon on it. Let's go.
Bro, you're waterboarding it.
Okay, can we talk the opposite end of the spectrum though?
Where's my
talk
extra
Hot
pepperoni? And
Pockets
just covering it.
and Totinos.
Tostinos? Tostinos are kind of bomb.
No, I
Yeah.
think you said Totino's. The pizza rolls?
All of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Totino's. I don't know what it's
Oh,
called.
okay, Totino's. I personally think that Totino's just kind of tastes like everything else. Though,
They do, but they're just
that's
you
all
can
right,
just
though.
pop
no,
them in.
pizza
Isn't that
rolls.
the charm though?
Pizza rolls
Isn't
are such a simple food that you can literally get away with anything in a pizza roll, and it always just normally tastes the same, unless you like stick some
100%.
seasoning in there to like make it actually stand out to something. But one thing that I will say though, and quarantine really hit me different, so I'm just like I go up to Publix and I'm just like, okay, I'm getting myself some Hot Pockets. So I go to the freezer section, get myself like an entire 12-pack of that pepperoni stuff, which is bomb.
Good shit.
That is bomb, right?
Mhm.
Sir.
But then
Yeah.
I open up the freezer, I look in there, it's just like high protein, like Philly cheesesteak, and then the steak and cheddar things. I'm like, okay, sure, I kind of like those flavors, dude. Like, I don't know if
But
that
the Philly
I don't-
cheesesteak, I don't know.
I don't
man.
know if that works, right?
I don't know, my guy.
Because I put them in the microwave, and literally all that happened was because there's so much cheese in both a Philly cheesesteak and a steak and cheddar. The cheese literally just and just all over my plate, right?
No, what about no? You mentioned Publix, my guy. What about pub subs?
Pub subs.
Mm.
are
Pub
great.
subs are
Okay.
good.
Pub
Dude,
subs,
alright.
pub subs are really good for when I can just get up from my house, walk 10 minutes to Publix, grab a pub sub, walk back. That's
Now, see,
Wait, now let's talk
No,
about a
no,
different.
wrong
Let's
with
talk
the
about a
Publix.
different thing. Publix chicken.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
dude.
dude.
No,
okay,
that is
okay,
not
okay,
wrong.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
God.
Hold on.
We're saying all this. We're saying all this, but I think we're all just like completely missing out on one of the most important parts. Okay? Publix
Yeah.
chicken
mhm.
Yes.
mixed with a Publix sub. You just literally take
Yes,
you
sir.
take the
Yeah,
you
yeah,
take the
the
bread.
The chicken center sub.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
take the bread, you stick the chicken in there, you put like whatever you want all over it, veggies, I don't know. But literally you bite into that and well, the chicken is like dry, but that's one of the best parts about it because it's so much chicken that you just eat it and you're just like
Chicken.
Mm.
Now, see, I'm gonna
You
say
like-
something very controversial here. I've
Uh-oh.
had the Publix subs and I've had the chicken, but I've never had the chicken tender sub.
Have you ever had
it's
the
not
Publix
controversial,
macaroni
you're just
salad?
missing out.
That's true.
I-
He's
I
definitely
know.
right.
All right,
but
Jamie,
it's-
sorry about that.
How about the Publix macaroni salad? That's pretty.
Nah.
I've never
Yeah.
had.
You know what?
I've
Now
never
for an
had
actual
macaroni.
real controversial opinion. I'd never enjoyed macaroni and cheese.
Oh
No.
my
No.
god.
All right.
Honestly, you know what?
Dude.
I kind of
Okay,
agree with him because like
I
I've had
can agree
actual
with that,
pasta,
too.
homemade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the
But
time.
have you had homemade mac and cheese?
Dude,
No,
mac
I
and
have
cheese-
I have had homemade mac and cheese, but that's when it's macaroni cheese but added in with something, like another taste because when I dig straight into it, when I dig
dedicated to mac and cheese, you can go there and get a bowl of mac and cheese, and it is the great. Like they will make you like lobster mac and cheese. They'll make you like a bacon hamburger mac and cheese. Like it is incredible.
the
Man,
only
you guys
time
you guys are simping over this mac and cheese.
the only time that I would like willingly eat mac and cheese is when there's something else instead of just mac and cheese. Because
Yeah, no,
if,
no, that's what I'm
if
saying,
I
but,
if I
like,
just if I eat that alone, I literally just gag because of how much, not because the macaroni. I love the macaroni part. It's just whenever someone does mac and cheese, They always tend to
Too much cheese.
overemphasize how much cheese.
Mm. Mm.
I don't know
really
about that,
fine
though,
line.
Ryan.
I'm gonna agree.
See, if they
It's a really
emphasize
fine
too much
line.
cheese, is it like watery cheese or is it like thick? 'Cause
No,
that
no, no. It's
changes
like
it.
it's. I'd say that it's a really good mix between the watery and thick because
It's
it like
just
it
too
gives you
much.
it gives you that solid mid ground of cheese.
Mhm.
But when you just stick it all in together, it just the macaroni is always just like it's just a wet noodle. That's all it is. So it just
it's
it-
like in a
it-
puddle of cheese
yeah, no, it more accentuates the wet part of the cheese rather than like the actual tough
flavor.
like better version of cheese, which I enjoy. All right.
Mhm.
I'm convinced
yeah.
the cheese in like the box is not actual cheese because it's like a fucking powder.
Oh, not even close. But
Dude, the
actually, you
cream in a
can
powder
you
is
can
so
you
fake.
But if
can
you use real cheese, it's real good.
you can powder up cheese and it tastes good. I just feel like it's just massively produced so
now
that
we need to have a
it alt-
discussion about what
No,
is
wait,
the
no, no, no,
best cheese.
before we go
Hold
on to
up.
this topic, well, there we go. Everett had something else to say about the mac and cheese stuff.
What?
You said, didn't you say like, didn't you have something to say after you said that we were all simping for mac and
mean,
cheese?
Guys, mac and cheese is good, right? I'm a pretty big mac and cheese guy myself. But I mean, it's not you can't eat that shit forever, guys.
No,
Yeah,
like-
that's-
I agree.
It's
That's like once a month.
it gets to a
Dude,
point.
how about this? Ramen noodles.
okay,
Well,
ramen noodles
no,
are
I
a
don't-
completely
yeah.
different story.
Mm,
Depends
no,
if
no,
you
okay.
take away
Flavor-
like
what-
half.
Lit-
best
the
flavor
only
of ramen noodles.
the only terrible part about ramen noodles is how much salt is in the noodles.
But the thing is
Oh
if
my
you
God,
don't
oh, it's
cook
the
it
same thing with
right,
mac and cheese, man. Oh my.
Well, okay.
if you don't,
Well, you can always just cloud salt with cheese, right? But when it's like when it's just a noodle, it's just a noodle, but with flavoring in it. The flavoring adds more salt to a noodle that is already salty. Extra salt, you'll literally have a heart attack if you eat more than 3 a day. Like,
no, but see the thing is do you make it wrong? Because I don't find it that salty, to be completely honest.
all I
I
do,
know, I don't- I don't think that you can necessarily taste the salt. I think that it's just there.
It's
most
like a
of the time.
feeling, like
Yeah.
you know it's
You don't
there.
feel it. It's just you look on the box.
If you
and
can't
see
taste the amount of
150 grams
salt they put
sodium.
into that, you're eating food with too much salt.
no, no. It's literally like
You're
if I made my own sort of ramen sort of thing, right? Just
Yeah.
had noodles, had the flavoring, right?
Okay.
I would be able to taste like the flavors more. But with salt, it kind of just dulls all the flavors. Like
That's
it's
true.
it's like I'm eating it and then I look down, it's gone.
Mm.
I feel like
Okay.
that's the thing with like all homemade foods. Like, unless you're a gourmet chef, you're not doing it right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's
agree
there's
with
always
you.
something that you're getting wrong, even if it's just like
yeah.
unbox this, put some water in it, stick it in a microwave. Like there has been a
Exactly.
time and a
There's
place
something
where
that
I
can
have
be
burnt
done
ramen
better.
noodles. Like there,
All right, that takes some skill.
no,
my
it
God.
doesn't.
That
It,
takes effort.
it doesn't.
That-
It doesn't
that
take
takes
any
real
skill.
effort.
It takes me being hungry, opening the ramen noodles, and not reading that I have to put water in there. I stick it in there for like for like 3 minutes. I check on it like maybe a minute later. It's literally just hotboxing my microwave. I'm like, what's the?
All right, so I kind of got a story that kind of relates to that. So I got at my school they have microwaves that you can like go and like put your food in, you know, heat it up,
Must be nice.
and
Must
We
be
have it
nice.
too.
I completely forgot that you cannot put tinfoil in a microwave.
Oh,
God.
So I had a sandwich and I put it in the microwave still wrapped in tinfoil. I was like, dude, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be nice and melted. It's gonna be nice and hot. It's gonna be evenly cooked. I come back like 30 seconds later, it's fucking on fire. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I gotta go real quick, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Right. So, how many people would care about that? Like,
Yeah, but the
Everyone
problem
using
is,
the
when
microwave,
there's-
probably.
when there's a couple professors standing around there, it tends to become a problem.
No, it's
Oh,
just
Everett, how
like
would
it's
you
just
feel
like
if your microwave was just gone.
The fire
imagine
department
imagine walking to the microwave. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick some more food in there, and then you just look over. Some guy is trying so hard to get his sandwich out of the microwave that he forgot to take the tinfoil off of it. It's just a blaze of fire.
You just look over
Like,
and
what
see
would you
someone
do? Would you
touching
just
the
stick? Would you
microwave.
just stick the food over the fire and just roast it campfire style? Like, what's the deal?
You just look over and see someone torching their
you know,
food
I
in
think
the
I think if you
microwave.
set it on fire. You have to eat it while it's on fire. I think that's the rule.
No, you literally just have to bite into it, tinfoil and all, just alpha. right?
That's
what
pretty
you, that's,
agreeable.
you've earned that. That's your
That's
punishment.
your
Yeah.
Dude, aluminum foil does an insanely good job at dispensing heat. So you could probably just grab the sandwich and just. I mean, that's.
Oh,
What experience do you have with tinfoil and heat?
Oh no! I just I I don't have any non-stick pans. So normally when I was
Ah.
cooking something in the oven, I just stick tinfoil on it because tinfoil in the oven is actually a good idea.
Mhm.
But like, and then even if like I can actually like touch the pan as soon as it gets out. I can grab the pan and get it out as soon as long as my hands are on tinfoil. Because if they're
But
not,
one of the problems is like, do you ever just like put like something in the oven, but you don't put it in a pan? It's just like the tinfoil and then the item that you're heating up.
no, that's literally. Oh, okay.
That's what
The only
microwave is
time
for.
when I do that is what we like to call a hobo dinner. And that's just it's
Oh,
it's
yeah, I
no
know- I
yeah
know what
it's
you're talking about.
it's a Boy Scout thing, so I knew that the Boy Scout would hear me.
Yes, sir.
So you basically just take potatoes, carrots, and whatever meat that you can find. Usually it's just ground beef. You just wrap it all together in tinfoil and throw it into a fire,
Yep.
and
I think
that's all
I've
you
had
do.
that before. It's
Wow.
pretty-
Yeah, no,
pretty
and
damn good, though.
And then you wait for it. It cooks all in the fire alone because the tinfoil just keeps the fire. It heats up the food inside, but it doesn't let the fire burn it all. And
It's
then
like
you
a
just
thermal blanket.
yeah,
Mm.
and then you just take it out. Like after you take it out with prongs, and then after like 2 minutes, all the heat kind of subsided off the tinfoil. So you just rip it all off, and then bam, you got a meal.
I see, I
Oh,
see.
you know, I've done that, but with like a pizza before. I've made a pizza hobo meal. Oh my gosh.
You know, dude, I saw some guy, and this like changed my life because I always like put the pizza in the microwave, and then I saw some guy right in the oven and reheat. I was like, dude, that changed my life. It's so much better.
All right, all right.
oven.
Somebody's got to turn their TV off.
No, Jamie's got to turn his family off. Like that's
I
Oh,
have too many people.
no, it's fine. But I do like to I would like to point out though, as Wes was going on that little tangent of his, it literally sounded. I think that was his computer fan. It literally just sounded like the remnants of a microwave.
I literally said, said in the background, like, whose vibrators on?
Oh yeah, I think I heard that. Okay.
So you weren't the only one who thought that.
Yeah.
oh, come on.
Speaking of vibrators,
Alright,
Oh,
alright,
we're
alright,
going on this
alright.
tangent, huh?
We have been
no.
long
All
enough.
right, let's bring it
I
back
own
to
a 12-inch
quarantine.
Dragon Door.
All right, we're gonna cut the segment out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. No,
Susan
this
would
is
like
staying.
Content, Everett. We can't cut it out.
No. This is staying in. We're 17 minutes in. Susie doesn't care.
We're only 17 minutes in, really?
Yeah, we're 17 minutes in. It's all good.
Did we start at 15 though?
No.
No, we started like
We
20
said-
Oh.
we were saying-
yeah, no.
Fuck.
Okay. All right. What else is like going on except for just the quarantine and us talking about food?
600,000 cases worldwide.
600,000.
Okay, consider
It just
that's
beat
not that much.
750,000.
Didn't it drop in China already though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it
it's
still made
showing
in
up
China?
as-
Supposedly.
It's going up at such an it's the rate it's going up in the United States is just so exponential that
It
it's
really is.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
okay.
affecting-
That's kind of like what it did in Italy, though.
No,
and
no.
it's
You
probably
can't
gonna,
really like
plateau.
look at it like that because you have also more people being able to get tested because now you have the test coming in. So
Mhm.
it's not necessarily more people that are getting sick exponentially, which might be true, but it's also the fact that
Gabe,
you have
it's
people
definitely
able to get
true that
tested.
more people are getting sick.
But
No,
but
no, it's
another
true,
another
but it's the rate.
Wouldn't it be
Another
like?
problem-
Wouldn't it be much more advanced in Korea? Because Korea, it's basically China.
We're a really rich
but-
country.
But no,
Yeah,
South
Korea.
Korea's such a good
South Korea is an
response to it.
extremely rich country. Seoul is just like one of the most modernly
Seoul?
advanced. Shut up, Seoul.
Shoal? What?
No,
Shoal.
yeah,
We're
shoulder
not
box,
talking.
bro.
We're not talking about the ocean here, Andrew.
But yeah, South Korea is one of the most modernly advanced cities that we have seen, right? So the idea,
South Korea's
and-
a city.
no, South Korea. I'm talking mainly about.
Jesus.
Who the fuck is dying?
I choked on my water.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. That bit was not that bit was not that funny.
No,
You
no,
didn't-
no.
I'm done.
All right, go get some water, buddy.
I just choked on water. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, I've done that.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to get some.
Drown.
Ugh. I feel like I'm about to die.
All right, we definitely gotta cut
Good.
this bit out.
No. We'll keep it in. It's fine. I
Because
okay.
you-
Seoul,
every-
Seoul,
every-
South Korea.
Pilot episode.
Seoul is one of the most modernly advanced cities in South Korea. So the idea, and also you got to think about the size of Korea, right? Like
It's kind of small.
Korea is an
Yeah.
extremely small country, but so advanced.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it is proportional.
So wouldn't it be much more? So wouldn't the sickness cases rise much more in Korea, where people are confined to a smaller space rather than they are in America, where it's like
True, maybe, but I'm
most of
pretty
the
sure
cases-
that Koreans are
United
probably
States is-
more mindful than we are because we're fucking Americans.
They
That's true.
definitely are. We're
That's-
really
No, you also
arrogant
had the
compared to
Chinese
rest of the
government
world.
actually cooperate with Korea, unlike
That's fair.
with us.
oh yeah, no, that definitely
Right.
happened.
I mean,
Also,
I
And
mean,
the
America-
here
Korean
there's
government is
the-
also like go.
I mean, they got it together. They had a pretty good response.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was
I
very.
mean, people here in America are like seeing cruises for $50 and like, oh, this is a great idea, even though we have like
but
a
you also have to think our
massive
government has
virus going on. I'm still gonna go on a fucking
You
cruise. for
realize,
Oh, yeah, no,
you realize that New York already shut down, and California is almost shut down too.
we also have to think like the idea. We didn't take the coronavirus seriously until
No.
I
it's
don't
like
think we
no,
are
no.
now.
Until well, everyone's taking
was
it like
slowing up,
moderately
though, at
seriously
first.
because everyone's kind of staying in their house. Like Florida
Mhm.
schools, of course, they've all shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like as soon as it started reaching like more than 10 states in the US, then we were just like, "Oh shit, it's really here." Because the same thing happened with Ebola. We had a case in Texas where it was like everything in Texas was nearly shut down in that same area, but everyone was still going on with exactly what they were doing, right? That's
you
what
realize
happened.
that,
That's what happened during Ebola. But no one was scared about Ebola. The same thing with Zika, because Zika
Ebola was a different ball game though.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a different ballgame, but that's the only case that we have that's like semi-recent to what we are experiencing right now. But we're taking this
No,
one
you
much
have SARS and H1N1.
well. Yeah,
Yeah,
SARS.
yeah.
But neither of those had reached the scale that this one does.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
N1Z1,
because the
it
symptoms
killed a lot
showed
of
up earlier.
people.
The thing is it's not just America that they're worried about. Is they're looking at like the world as a whole and they're seeing like how fast it's spreading and how deadly it is. Whereas compared to like Ebola, it was mainly centralized in Africa, and
Yeah.
Zika, the
I mean,
same thing.
super
So
deadly,
it was less like worldwide than the coronavirus.
You
Yeah,
realize
but still,
though
they
that,
they carried much more danger like at the very start, because Ebola was just like if you have Ebola, you are put in quarantine until you either recover or die, right?
Yeah.
And then with coronavirus, it was just, oh, guys, don't worry. This is just another flu. It's going to be fine. And then all the old people started dying, and we're just like, okay, this probably isn't a flu.
Boomer remover.
Now it's killing the young
Say
people
that.
too now, though.
but you realize that
Yeah.
the
It-
majority
yeah,
of the
it's
youth
also
in-
targeting young people, but you also have to think of the idea. It's like so many people in California have come out with the idea of like, I've been tested positive with coronavirus, but I'm recovering slowly. It's like the idea of recovering individuals to like non-recovering individuals is really scary, because we don't see the idea of the non-recovering individuals. We only see the recovering individuals. But
Well, it's not like those people are like posting, "Oh, I'm dying."
I mean, yeah,
Did you see the post by that lady that was in the hospital? How like stay inside. This is like legit killing. This
Yeah.
is killing me.
Are you talking about the chick that drank the cleaner?
No, it was some other chick.
Bad
She was
dumb
like,
bitch.
Andrew,
she
Andrew,
was
you gotta
like,
you gotta back it up. Let's
Yeah,
talk-
wait, hold on, Andrew. You can't just say that and then leave that hanging there.
yeah, we're interested now. We want your
So,
opinion.
some chick drank fish tank chlorine because Trump talked about how it cured you or some shit.
No, no,
Like,
no.
there
he
was
talked
one
about
ingredient in it.
chloroquine.
Yeah, no, there's one ingredient. Chloroquine was in the fish tank cleaner, but there's a lot of other shitty
Yeah.
stuff that kills you. And she
Probably
drank it
some
with her
redneck.
husband, and they ended
Oh
up in the
my
hospital. I
God.
think her husband died too.
Oh my god.
dude.
Yeah, she's pretty stupid.
Probably
Okay,
some
never mind.
redneck that
Can I
plays
can I
Trump
just
like a
go
god.
back to what I was saying? America is pretty stupid, right?
This is
What
America.
else is new?
Case
I
in
feel like
point.
we no we have did you guys ever hear about that case where a couple tried to pull a stunt out of a movie where it's like I'm gonna take this textbook and you shoot me with a literal desert
Oh,
eagle.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see
yeah.
if I can stop the bullet with this thick textbook.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
That guy was that guy was like a YouTube personality. or
Yeah, no,
something.
that guy was a
Genius.
YouTuber. He was doing a challenge where it's like surviving a bullet challenge, and it's just the dumbest thing because he
Was that
and-
monetized?
no, not even close. And
Will
and
this
in
be
the
monetized?
video he had it posted, but only for 72 hours, and then YouTube had it taken down. But in the
Wait, did he
video
actually
you
shot
can see exactly where he decided that was a bad idea.
it?
Oh yeah.
Because-
I- I-
because
I mean,
you have
can
to-
also, you can also. Have you guys ever heard? There's a Guinness World Record for like crossing the Sahara like on foot, like the time that it took. And guess who those records were set by? Americans, because we're
Fuck yeah.
retarded.
I just
feel
want
like
to
we
say
have
I've never
nothing
seen someone
better to
drop like a
do.
sack of potatoes after getting shot instead of that guy. Right? That man. No, I'm like all due respect. He was a great guy. I kind of enjoyed his YouTube videos, but that man dropped.
Is he
Link the
dead?
video in the thread.
you gotta keep in mind, a Desert Eagle fires a 50 Action Express round. That is damn near an anti-tank round, right? It can take chunks out of tanks, take chunks out of cars.
That hits
Dude,
your
Desert
head.
Eagle's
your head's
scary.
gone.
Yeah, no. It's why it's called the Desert Eagle. It's a fierce name known by things, and they think a textbook's gonna stop that.
I mean,
It depends on what test, but
you know, my physics textbook is pretty big.
Whoa.
I mean,
Go
my
post a video
physics
about that, dude.
textbook is pretty
Yeah.
large.
Testing cardboard
You're
against the shop.
triggering me.
Oh my. You're triggering me. I'm gonna pull out my Desert Eagle and fire a couple rounds.
Jesus,
Whoa,
you
whoa,
sound like
whoa, whoa,
Nicholas
whoa,
Cruz.
Susan,
All right,
you
all
didn't
right,
hear
we're
that.
gonna- Well, we're gonna walk it back a little bit here. We'll cut this down post. All right, so I'd like to do a little tangent about Instagram fact pages. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with what I'm talking about. So why don't you guys pull up your phones? All right. I want you guys to go to this page called facts_trend. All right. Get on over there. I
Sounds
think
like
this
a scam, but all right.
it's
I just
alright.
like
He just
pulled up
steals all our
Instagram. There's
Instagram
just a
accounts.
picture of Minion's
a-
bathwater.
I just saw a
it-
picture of Mia Khalifa on mine, but whatever.
I just
Alright,
saw a
alright.
picture of
so
a
this is an Indian
Shuffle.
fact account.
Facts
All right.
underscore what?
Facts_trend. All right. So they've always got these like goofy names. Like we got facts_trend, full charge fact, facts.trend. It's pretty much all like amazing facts and stuff like that. All right, but these facts, they're not even facts. All right. Let me just read this for you here. All right. This one says, all right, this is from Full Charge Fact. It says, did you know Apple is the most popular company in the world? Smoking near Apple products voids their warranty. And please note that "their" is spelled wrong. All
I
right,
can hear the change in your tone when you said there.
all right, and so you go into the description here, and you're like, all right, it's a fact. All right, there's got to be some sort of source here, right? I'm looking for some sort of citation, and the source is Google. Like, all right, Full Charge Fact. I want you to pinpoint exactly where you found this stupid. It's the goofiest. It's the goofiest shit. Like
There's one
all
that
of it.
says right here.
Are you
Mike,
sure it's not like a meme? Like
I don't.
Facts?
I think it's like
No, there's too
actually
many
like
pages.
It
legitimate.
looks pretty serious.
Yeah, but
Like-
who are they trying to fool? That's the real question.
Did you know?
wonder if
Mike,
these
Anybody
the
that's
chicken lived
uneducated?
for 18 months without its head.
Emotions.
All right, so I have another one here. All right, this one is from incrediblefact.ig. All right, and it's got a picture of this interracial couple, and they have this like mixed race child. Right, it says, "Did you know?" Question mark. So this is a question, right? And it says, "A picture that destroys racism!" Exclamation point. All right. No,
Oh, boy.
this is.
I don't know if I knew
This
that.
is
Michael
I wonder if
Jackson.
you showed the
Fact.
KKK that.
Okay, all right.
Whoa there.
Yo,
Let's not
step
forget
back,
there's a black
step back to
person
the
in the
1950s. Then we'll have that conversation. I mean,
All right.
Take it back now, y'all.
Okay.
We should actually have like a 1950s episode. That's not a bad idea.
no.
That's a decent idea.
Listen.
Are we talking about where we talk about the entirety of America's faults from American independence?
You know what? Abandon the podcast. Let's just start a grade class.
No,
No.
I'd rather not.
My time is here.
All right. I don't know how we got so off topic, All right, here we go. This one's about ghosts. You guys know ghosts? You guys
Yeah.
like ghosts? Like,
I like
Call of Duty,
ghosts.
Jamie.
Call of
Yeah,
Duty
Ghostbusters.
ghosts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, so this
Yes.
one says, "Did you know ghosts can't kill you, but they can use you to kill yourself?" This is from a fact page. This is supposed to be some credible stuff.
Uh-huh. Are they citing in like all of ghost stories that ghosts tend to use proxy? Are they trying
Did
to
they cite
cite
their
that?
sources?
The thing is,
they use scary movie.
it's just so goofy.
Okay, but like
Like this is like, think fact page and then think the opposite. Of
you know,
what
out of
a fact
out of
is.
everything that I've heard, like out of the 3 that I've heard, that is probably one of the most probable. Because let me explain. The
Okay,
paranormal
I gotta hear
So,
this.
so you're telling me you believe in ghosts? That's what I'm hearing here.
I'm saying that
We're
exactly.
both Mormons. We do believe in ghosts.
Well, not
Wait,
the
what?
not
The
the kind of not the kind of ghosts that like you know.
Holy Ghost.
Well, both kinds of ghosts. The ghosts that everyone talks about in horror stories and the ghosts that essentially are the ideas that carry the soul to heaven.
Yeah.
So those 2 ghosts, those definitely exist in my terms, I guess. Because I've grown up to believe that. So I've always thought that when there's a positive side to something, there's always a negative. So if I know that
Yin yang.
there is some sort of no, I'm not citing yin.
Yeah, Jacob, you gonna cite something here? I'm
No,
waiting for a
I'm-
citation.
I'm gonna need credible sources and author.
I'm citing off anecdotal evidence. That's
Cite the
all.
Book of Mormon.
Okay. Oh my god.
There it was. There it was.
All right, the production quality on this podcast has gone to shit.
Well, yeah.
There was production quality.
But I had
I feel like
You're
there was-
missing a host.
All right, go for it.
there's
Jacob!
definitely what?
Someone who said, "Oh, we're missing a host."
Oh,
Yeah,
we're missing Zane.
yeah,
That's who we're
no,
missing.
The
He's
man
real
is
ghost.
taking a nap right now.
Maybe he's been taken by a ghost.
Dude, he's been
The
taken by
Mormons are here.
he's been taken by proxy to shut his eyes and sleep. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I mean, if you're gonna be taken by proxy to do something, that might as well be it.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, maybe in a permanent sense, but
Uh,
considering the IG fact, but
igfacts.trend.gov.
You've been exposed.
.gov.
the trends.gov.
If that was an actual government association, I'd actually have to leave.
Hey, we have a space force now.
League of what?
America.
Do we really? Is that
This
like
is
official?
America.
Yeah, that's real.
That's cool.
Go.
Sign me up.
Okay,
That's what- that's
okay,
what- that's
okay.
what
I guess
Tom
this
America
can lead
says.
to a new topic. How do we feel about space? Like space exploration? Anything goes. Abstract ideas, whatever. Just go.
Do you
Okay.
believe in
Yeah.
aliens?
We
Let's,
can't
just
do
start
it.
off. Start off with the alien stuff. Do we all believe that there's life outside?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
There has
Life
to be.
outside
Yeah.
life
Like
outside of
humanoids,
this.
like human,
we be
like
the
humanoid life,
only-
not
Okay,
like
no.
cells.
I
humanoid
wouldn't
stuff.
I wouldn't go as far to say that there are genetic copies of us somewhere in another universe. I would say that there is
Well,
there
Go to
there
multiverse
are other forms of living beings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because okay, think about it. Space is endless. Space
Yeah.
itself, the universe itself, that's all endless. We are a speck.
Well-
We are a specter of dust, and that's
Yeah.
the Milky Way.
Exactly. Like
You
with
know,
the
we've explored
span
more
of how
space
large
than
it is,
ocean.
how can we be the only form of life in it? Like even in,
What-
even
like,
in the
impossible.
Milky Way, like there
It's
has to
statistically
be
impossible.
some other form of life in.
Well, no, it might be possible. What if we're the first ones? You know?
We could be
Given
the
the
first
age of
ones,
the
but
universe,
but
it's
then there'd
not
be
probable.
developing life as well.
No, no, okay, right. So quantum mechanics, right? We have all studied that shit. It doesn't make any sense.
I haven't.
But
I'm not sure
I
if
don't
I.
think you have.
no. Hear me out here. There's some weird shit to do with it, but
Quantum
at
mechanics,
some
electromagnetic radiation.
No,
Electromagno?
at some point within all of those theories, there's a theory that consciousness is what creates the universe, right?
I haven't seen that in my physics textbooks, but continue.
Yeah, well, they don't teach quantum mechanics in fucking physics textbooks in high school, exactly.
I'm
No, no,
taking
but-
AP classes, buddy.
Look, bro, the only thing we know is that there's no.
Oh, I'm taking AP.
Yeah, if we go to a community high school,
Look, Andrew, I don't know how advanced you are educationally, right? But all I
Okay.
know is that there is no such thing as air resistance. That's it.
Okay.
Not at
Listen,
all.
just because me and
Arizona's
Andrew
just
go to
regular
community
people.
school.
Birds aren't real.
Yeah, that's why we have the coronavirus, so they can change the batteries.
Bird flu.
Bats aren't
That,
real.
that's
They've
a
been
good one,
eaten.
Jake.
No, that's not real at all.
Yeah, you know
Been
what
real
else is
quiet
real?
since the coronavirus started.
Your hairline.
Canada.
Wow.
Hey.
Good one, Jamie.
All right, but real talk, does Alaska exist?
Yeah, I've never been
No.
there.
Yeah,
So
let's ask this: Does intelligence exist?
I don't know. Ask yourself
Depends on your
that
point of
question.
view.
Jamie, what'd you get on the SAT?
I got a 10. No, 1100. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good. That's intelligent. There you go.
I feel like the SAT or like any other standardized testing isn't good for like measuring intelligence.
I
Yeah,
think
that is a good
intelligence
point.
is
It's
A lot of
based
people
on
get
closely
perspective.
correlated to IQ scores, proportional.
You know what?
Mhm.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's get to this topic. What can we do to make the educational system better? Now, hear me out. We should
Nothing.
all have like specific programs that if you're interested in, you can apply for that program.
Yeah, they're
You can
called
already do
magnet
that now,
programs.
but like your whole education like class system is based on that. Like if you're interested
but-
in, let's just say aerodynamics, you go into like that type of class. Like if you're even interested in engineering, you
Yeah,
math.
that's
That's
we
just
have
okay,
there.
but-
all.
Okay, but what
class
happens?
is
What
they
happens
should-
when you're 5 years into your astronomical course and you want to know about space, and then you realize, oh wait, shit, there's no jobs for this, except for NASA or like NASA and SpaceX. There's no job for this, so I'm basically cucking myself by learning this.
Okay,
And then you wanna
what
change.
guys
Then
are
you're
really
SO
talking
you're
about
SOL.
is
It sucks for
You're
you.
you're
Retard.
basically saying extend college, like the college way of.
I don't necessarily
teaching.
agree with the idea of extending college. You know,
Mm-mm.
I'm
No, but no. But
That
what
would,
they're
that would
saying
increase like a
is
lot
that
of
they-
like, anxiety.
everyone should like choose their classes so they can get into what they want when they want to do it.
Yeah.
So, but the problem the problem with that is if everyone just only did what they want, it's like what Jamie said. There might not be jobs for that, so you'd have to do like a minor.
But I
in
said-
how do you
something.
know what you want to do like 10 years out? Like there's some people I
Exactly.
understand, but
Like,
it's not
hold
necessarily
on.
feasible for everyone.
you're trusting children to be intelligent and make wise decisions about their
Now, see,
future,
intelligence is based on
and
perspective.
then you're
Well, not-
also
not
counting on the
intelligent.
fact that they've already met a basic level of understanding for the rest of their lives. Because like you need to know some history. You
Yeah.
can't just ignore it completely. You need to
Well,
know.
yeah, there has to be
ba-
some base.
you need to be able
classes.
to interpret English literature.
Yeah, there
at
has to
some
be some
point.
like basic stuff that everyone needs.
If you're gonna if you're gonna like actually like deepen your mind, you need to study philosophy, and you can't do that without actually understanding how to interpret English. So like, at
Here's
what
an
point?
opinion.
No, just teach people to be more conscientious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Easier
more
said
So,
than
aware of
done.
like-
themselves.
Like actual
Well, no,
like
it's
life
easier said than
classes.
done, but it's something you can work
like-
on.
School has to
Philosophers
teach
have
how
been
to
trying
do
to do that
basic
shit.
taxes.
Okay, knowing
we all hit a
knowing
brick wall here.
knowing the essentials of life should be what we should add in. So
Yeah.
the idea is
Like
the
doing
idea
taxes and
the ideas of paying taxes, the ideas of like actually being a fully functioning U.S. citizen, knowing what's next on your driver's license, learning how to drive, like those should all be things that are incorporated into education, and rather
like it's
Yes.
mandatory.
and
Instead
rather
of, like,
not
learning-
not going to sites like TurboTax to get your taxes done, or go to the DMV because fuck the DMV.
Better,
You go to the
better for
DMV.
TurboTax, I guess.
I mean, yeah, better for TurboTax. Hey, bro, I get your ads on Spotify. Stop. But
Oh, I got
Imagine
premium,
getting
big
ads
buddy.
on Spotify.
Whoa.
All right.
Just
Imagine
stop
having
being poor.
Spotify.
Spotify is free. How would you not have Spotify?
How do you just like? Why don't you just like not be poor?
I have Apple Music.
You know, I
boys.
tried
I'm
that,
better
and
than you all.
I have some.
Yeah, I don't think it's that easy, buddy.
I tried that. The universe rolled me a 1. I'm not going there.
Oh, speaking of not going places, all right, let's talk about college. What's your boys thinking about?
See,
UCF,
I want to go to
I'm not
Miami.
yet FAU, so.
All right, let's go in turns here because you guys are just like sort of clustering up, and I'm trying to hear individuals.
I think I could go with Gabe.
I
on
don't
his
care
turn.
who goes first.
Okay, all right, me and Gabe first. I was planning on UCF because
definitely.
the idea of going up to a place where I can actually study, because UCF is mainly surrounded around the idea of technology. which is something that I want to go in. I want to go in for hardware design and software design because
Oh.
hardware, like PC parts, PC components, just to
Yep.
get everything working and running straight. That's what I want to do. And I also want to design the software in order to make it run faster.
Mhm.
Like when hardware reaches its bounds, software carries it to where a place where the hardware couldn't get alone. That's why we have
Mm.
things like video drivers, we have sound drivers, and we have like consistent server updates. That's all software. Hardware can't do it alone, so software has to help. And when those two combine together, they reach a synergy where they can actually go further in life and help people who use the software and the hardware. And that's what I want to research.
Nice.
Respectable, respectable.
All right, who's up next here?
Okay.
Well, honestly, UCF is probably the best option, like, for me into the field where I'm going to, because I'm getting the free ride from Bright Futures, right? So I don't have to pay for my undergrad. And no one really cares where you do your undergrad. And their biomedical engineering program is one of the best in the country. So, like, why the hell would I go anywhere else?
Mm-hmm. And you also got to think about like,
They also have a sweet gym.
yo, the in-state tuition for UCF, and like
Anywhere in Florida with that bright futures, man.
oh yeah, in-state tuition itself for 1 year of UCF, that's $18K. But I'm not counting educational and services. That's $6K. That's what you look up on Google and you find that. I'm talking like room and board, books and textbooks. Like,
Okay.
added on to the $6K, you get around $18K, right? 17 up or down, whatever, right? But
Yeah.
and that's just insanely good for anyone in Florida because we all can just take like a part-time job as we're going into college and basically pay that off.
Agreed.
So we don't really have to worry about loans as much as anyone else really could, because compared to states like Missouri, because I took it into account, their in-state is $30,000 for 1 year.
Oh
Right?
my god.
That is ours plus an extra 40%, and that's
That's
for in-
basically almost out of state for us with
no,
Missouri.
yeah,
as
no,
the-
that's almost out of state for UCF terms because UCF is 33, right?
okay.
So if like economically speaking, being in Florida is the best place to go for your undergrad because once you get your undergrad, once you get everything that you need, you then go out and actually go to a school. And also with that, you'll most likely have a part-time job which you've been saving up money for, plus the fact that UCF doesn't take off so much when it comes to expenses. You literally just have free money to throw at the next chapter of your life. And you won't
No,
have to
another thing you guys should look at is where you're gonna go for a graduate, because that is what's gonna make a difference.
definitely so. But
Well, at that point, you have to ask, the people who are with you in your field, like the
Mhm.
professors, etc., because they're probably going to know stuff that online. research
I
will
feel
never
like
give
I
you.
feel like wherever you went to go and take your undergrad, if you told your professor where you wanted to go, they would point you in the right direction.
Okay, well,
Unless they hate
I'm
you.
already at FAU, and I talked to my counselor about this quite a bit, and they said that you should stay at like wherever your college is for graduate or undergrad, but like you should go elsewhere for graduate. Just even if you don't want to, just do it for the experience, because it's going to be completely different than if you stayed at the college that you already at.
So all right, let's get back here. So where are the rest of you guys? What are you guys considering here?
I want to go to Miami.
Is that Jamie?
Yeah. Football program.
Okay.
Nice.
Mhm.
Of course, it was Italian.
Jamie, you've been playing football, really?
Well, I've been training.
Good man, good man.
Goku.
All right, Everett, where do you want to go?
It's more
I
just the
wanna-
fact that weightlifting and just trying to be fast.
It's all
Wes,
fun
I'm
and
gonna pass.
games, actually.
Wes,
all
I'm gonna
fun and
pass
games.
this one on to you first, here, buddy.
I already said I'm already at FAU for now.
Oh,
was
so
about-
that's where you're going straight out.
Well, I'm gonna stay there for until my bachelor's, and then I don't know
So
where I'm gonna go for graduate.
you're
Maybe
gonna
I was
get
about to
bachelor's
I was about
degree.
to say it's all fun and games until Jamie like stands up in the middle of the football field and just throws out a kamehameha, just empties out the entire like
And then they
empties.
have to take him off on a stretcher.
you've
Torn ACL.
seen that the meme or it was like a video or something where the guy was like, see you suspect that the kid can't do it, but you don't know it until he fucking hits you with that blast. You're wondering if he can actually do it.
Okay, let's back it up a little bit.
All right.
Andrew, what are your thoughts about college,
About
undergrad?
college.
Yeah.
I'm split between one or two things. First thing is I'm just not gonna go.
Yeah.
Dick.
I
Yeah.
can.
Man here.
Well,
Just
I'm
not
I'm
gonna
sure I'm
go.
sure there's like great reasons as to why you wouldn't go, but
Well, my first plan was to go into the military, right?
Mm.
And
Oh.
afterwards,
Respect.
yeah, right. I just wanted to do my own business, and I still do. I don't feel like I could work for people and actually be effective at that.
that's true.
But
that's
my first plan was go into the military, try to do as best I can, try to get the highest I can within the military itself, highest ranking,
Mhm.
and then
Okay.
after that, get out of the military and maybe start like a bodyguarding business. I don't fucking know.
contract.
that's
I
badass.
like that. That's
That
not
would- that
bad.
would-
Yeah.
That's cool.
But what
Yeah, so-
branch of the military would you try to like exercise yourself in?
Well, I would try at the Navy SEALs if I could.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like, I'm not saying I could do that shit, but if I was able to, if I could get through all of that, imagine like some guy coming up to like, you're a rich guy. I come up to you and I'm like, I'm a retired Navy SEAL. You want me to bodyguard you for whatever you have to do, right?
Mhm.
It's kind of like, that's a good deal right there.
Dude, I'd fucking hire you.
And then yeah, exactly. And then I could fucking get all my Navy SEAL buddies and just go, hey, I'll do 20/80 cut. I'll find the guy for you to
2080 cut.
Yeah.
80 for them. All right, 80 for them.
Oh, I was about to
I'm not
say.
that much.
Oh yeah, that's a selfless guy right here.
Exactly. No, but probably 1090. I don't know. I wouldn't.
already got
I
all
don't know
his
the
valor.
semantics yet.
Oh, he's
got
already
all
got
his valor.
But then I just have them go out and do shit, and then I think that'd be a pretty easy way about going it. But
Mm.
I don't know if I still want to go to the military anymore, and if that doesn't really work out, I'm probably just gonna go to college. Any college doesn't really matter to me
Mhm.
that has a
Palm Beach
business-
State.
You could always
Yeah,
go to
exactly.
you could
Palm
always
Beach
go to either
State.
like Palm Beach State, like you could just go to any college and get an undergrad in business and have so many doors open for you, especially like your own
Yeah,
business.
business you can literally
Exactly.
do anything with.
Yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing, if anything.
Mhm.
No, but
Okay.
honestly, like military is pretty attractive though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, a lot of benefits. A
Yeah, but see,
lot
the
of
thing is,
benefits.
the thing is, if you went into the military, you could just then come out of the military and then go back to school and do what you want to do, if you want to do anything. Because to do the bodyguard in business, you probably need to get a business degree anyway.
And the military
that
pays for,
well,
educa-
No,
for
yeah,
your
yeah, I
education.
can do it through the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. And then also they pay for room, board, food, and all that shit. So as I'm
And
getting
dude,
paid
think
in the
about
military,
sick-ass car you could get through the military.
Yeah,
I've
that's why
never
that's why a
honestly
lot
thought
of
that.
that's why a lot of air marshals were just busting around in Mustangs back then because they had
Yes,
everything
sir.
covered for them.
Yes, sir.
Damn. I just put money into like a bank account, save up
Mm,
for any
yeah.
business fees that I'd have.
Hmm.
Yeah, smart.
No,
man,
you don't.
smart.
You don't want it in a bank account. It depreciates over time because of inflation.
Yeah, so
No,
you're
no, no,
telling
it
me I'm
doesn't
gonna
dep-
just keep it under
you
my
constantly
mattress?
Put it in a
compound-
mattress.
If you constantly compound your bank accounts, you can spread it across multiple, or just keep it in one. It doesn't really matter. But if you constantly compound that, it's not going to depreciate.
Inflation's a bitch, especially now with the it was $2 trillion of stimulus put into
Stimulus.
the economy. Inflation's gonna shoot up.
Yeah,
So-
well,
so-
yeah.
Who's fucked is savers, because now the money they pull out is gonna be fucking crap compared to what they put in.
All right. Well, I guess that makes sense.
All right, let's
I just put
Let's
that
back
shit
in-
under my mattress then.
let's back let's back let's back up a little bit from the economics talk. Eddie, what are you planning? What do you want?
What is it like being black?
Oh,
Oh, hold
I
on,
mean,
hold
there's a
on,
lot of
wait a
added
minute.
benefits.
Oh my
We
god.
took 2 steps forward and then now we should.
no, we took 2 steps forward, then we started falling down the stairs. Like what's
We took 2 steps forward and the floor below us broke.
The floor below is broke. That floor broke. We're just down at the bottom.
We're spiraling
At
out
least
of.
we're flying half a ship.
Oh, we might as well be flying no ship.
All right, let's get a rappel line going. Back to the conversation. Eddie,
Good
what
stuff.
are your plans?
Well, I'm legally Canadian, so I'm probably just gonna go to a college up there.
Mhm. Well,
What's Canadian?
Can you hang out with Drake?
cheater, but
I do.
This
know
man's
Drake.
just gonna bounce on us.
Dude,
I
you can
feel
hang
like-
out with
I feel
Drake,
like
don't mess with him.
it would be much easier up in Canada because their grading systems are so much different.
Also,
I think
in
I think you
Canada-
can I think you can get an 85 in Canada and still have an A.
It's much cheaper in Canada, I
fuck?
imagine too.
Dude, everything's cheaper in Canada.
Oh, dude.
Until you start paying taxes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, okay. You want to know what the best part about Canada is? They don't have to pay for healthcare. It's free.
Yeah,
universal
but you get to
health
wait
care.
for
Taxes.
3 months if you have cancer for the first treatment.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
To wait
It's-
for a month to get a heart transplant.
It's free,
Nice.
but it doesn't mean it's good.
You have a
Well, I
spine.
mean,
you have a
You
spine
got
breaking
you
out
gotta
of
let the
your
heart
shoulder.
marinate, I guess.
So just say you need to get a spine replacement.
No. You just have a spine poking out of your shoulder. Yeah, we'll just wait for around 3 days. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll check
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
saying
an
you can
entire
have it
spine
quick.
sticking up.
You can have it well done, and you can have it cheap.
Mhm.
You can only pick
Medium
two.
rare.
Just bullets.
Well, when
and-
you're doing it cheap, you also have to think about luck because, again, whenever you go to the hospital, you're throwing your name in a raffle.
Hmm.
Essentially.
Kobe.
Sir?
You guys are some goofballs.
You, dude, what? Never say that again. That's
Hi,
like
Susan.
something that like a 60-year-old grandma would say to like a group of teens. You're a bunch of goofballs.
We're a bunch of goofballs. Oh
Yo,
my.
you're a bunch of goofballs.
Ever,
Alright.
you're like the dad of the group now.
All right,
I-
but okay.
I've been told that.
He's
one
just
one
trying
thing
to get
one thing I kind of want to hop off of, or hop off this conversation a little
Pop
bit.
on.
This dick.
Mm,
All right, content.
Wait a
that's why you're
minute.
going up to Canada, bro. Okay, but
I thought that was
Uh,
Jamie that said that.
was it?
I don't know. Was that Eddie? Eddie, did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, at
He
least
was the
you-
only one that just said they were in Canada. That
Well,
anything about
man,
Canada.
the man
Jimmy,
who's literally
shut
the
up.
man who's literally bordered off the idea every single time he walks into the lunchroom. He's gonna say anal sex at least 3 times.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh Christ!
You're not
All right.
wrong.
Yeah, fair.
How did
Just
we go
imagine
from
if Chris
talking
was
about?
here.
Oh my god.
Okay. Other than that, I was just gonna
Bring it back.
yeah. I was just gonna branch it off to the conversation. As I said in the intro, Jamie has a YouTube channel, and he's known as Doomsday on YouTube, formerly Robot Ninja 0826. But we don't want to talk about that. Jamie
Go
has
follow my boy.
Jamie. Yeah, please go. I'll post his link in the description. I'll just have it like, bam, it's right here. Ha, ha. But please go and check out Jamie's channel because he's been paving his own road when it comes to rapping. He's been doing really good about that. And that's like I just wanted to like throw off ideas about you being like a coming up artist, you know?
And his most popular video is bashing FLVS. So-
Well, yeah, no.
That's where all my money
Look,
comes
man,
from.
that
baby.
video
10,000
that video monetized, right?
No, it's actually it is. Oh yeah, it is.
There you go.
Well, the music, dude. The only thing that sucks about it is that when you go to Jupiter High School, dude, there's too much damn competition. Like
Competition for what?
extreme
Yeah, but
amount of
okay, but
competition.
it's competition.
There's a lot of
But
cocaine.
are they yeah? Are they really gonna
Wait a minute.
are they really gonna take the time to like start up the YouTube channel?
Actually have a.
A few
And then-
people,
no,
a few people have tried.
I'm saying that they don't have the consistency that you do because you see a video that does a little bit less than the other videos that you have and you're like, okay, that video didn't do too well. I'm going to hit back with a better one. Meanwhile, people who would see those videos would be like, okay, maybe my luck is running out. I'll stop doing this. Right? So you
Like if we're talking
more just-
consistency, this man is where it's at. Like this man is I feel like he's dropping songs every month. He's got something new every.
I have like 3 songs in my camera that I'm debating
your
whether
camera
or not I
roll? Are
should
you going to fucking flip show?
drop.
It's a slideshow.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah, slideshow the lyrics, just
Flip show.
just like swiping really
Well,
quick.
no, I also want to give props to Effigy, one of the main people I feature with. He's been the main person that's been editing all my videos. I just want to say thank you to him. An
Mhm.
absolute god at making like
Good.
music. His album just dropped called Seeing Different Things. I think it's a pretty good album. I like the album myself.
We're gonna
It's
link it in the
definitely
description.
one of
Yeah,
his
we can
best
link that in
works.
the description too. I mean,
And I
Yeah,
also
pretty
want to
cool.
give props to Jake because Falling Down, that's the next one for me. That's definitely next song.
yeah, no. Me and Jamie were supposed to get together to start writing lyrics for
Yeah.
another song of his, and
Album
It just-
when?
it just hasn't happened yet. So
The
Soon enough.
remixology of Doomsday. That's coming out soon.
remixology. Ooh,
Promise.
I enjoy it. All right. Well, okay. Not only Jamie and me like making music. Does anyone else somewhat make music here? Just to like
I
hop
kind
in.
of do.
Well,
No,
okay,
no, but
Eddie.
I do have a question for Jamie.
Yes.
Okay, since you like actually work on rapping and making music, I want to know who is your favorite artist since you're so technically involved in the game.
A lot of people. X is
Be
definitely
more broad about that.
yeah, like
Could you be a bit more vague?
vague. Like how vague do you want me to be?
Yeah,
I was-
yeah.
I was
I
like,
like
no.
music, guys.
Okay. Let's rephrase that. Just don't answer him.
Okay.
That's-
Should I
that's-
just ignore
that's
the
me.
question.
Okay, I'm just memeing. Go ahead and say some topics. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds.
But the answer to your
One.
question, Gabe,
2, 3,
X,
4,
X,
5,
it's like the
6,
trio of this
7,
decade. X,
8,
X, Juice, and Lil.
10,
Definitely all my
11,
favorite artists. But
I
then
like,
the
the
my
trio
favorite-
is also dead.
15,
yeah,
16,
I mean, hey, they were all legends in
18,
the spectrum.
19,
But also my
20,
my literal like
21,
favorite artist of all time,
23,
Daft Punk.
24,
Daft Punk.
25,
I
Daft
haven't
Punk.
heard that one.
26,
Daft
Yeah.
Punk. You don't remember Daft Punk?
28, 29.
No, I
Okay,
haven't heard
okay.
anyone
30.
say that as like their favorite person.
That's true. I don't
Daft-
think I don't, he's never been a reference. I don't think I've heard him referenced in this context before.
No, because Daft Punk is like a technological. They're not rappers. They're more technological.
Oh, I know they're not
Mm.
rappers. I'm just.
They rely
Don't
more
worry,
on their
I-
music being more melodic than lyrical. So
Yeah,
Oh, Jacob's
and,
back.
and it's a
yeah, no, I
like
ran back because Eddie was counting.
You heard that?
Dude,
Hey,
put the pressure on him.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that like with Eddie counting, I would take a little bit longer, but still the same stream. It's going.
But otherwise than that, like, I also The Weeknd. I've been getting his new albums. I love his new album.
After
Hours.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Weeknd. That's a good choice there.
That The Weeknd definitely new album.
Okay, is that
Hmm.
all right? I was gonna branch off more to Eddie because we kind of cut him off, but
I feel like Eddie needs to get in here a
yeah,
little more.
Eddie,
We need the diversity.
you make you. you
There it
Nick-
is again.
yeah, there we go. I mean, like, it's contemporary at this point. It's Jamie and his Wheeze, so okay.
Lil Weezy.
Oh my god! You let him out. You let him out.
No, as soon as you said Lil Weezy, I immediately like Lil Wayne, but distorted.
Okay. Guys, the
Wait, hold on,
staircase,
let
the
me find the
staircase.
picture.
No, no. Oh my god. All right,
That was
all
so
right.
aggressive.
All right, Eddie, while he's busy. You have a musical background of yourself. I know.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, no. Well, what do you mean? I guess you could say you've been like a main star of most of Suncoast Theater. So
That is true. But I've really haven't had like a professional like training, classical training,
mhm.
like most people have. And I don't know why, but I still can't read music. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, not gonna lie.
it's
This is
getting
this is
better.
just between me and Eddie. I didn't know sight training. We went to MPA and I was so lost.
Same.
Okay, just making
Now,
sure.
Eddie, do you think like your musical career could go anywhere?
Um. Well, I've always dreamed that it could, but realistically, maybe. I don't know.
No. Okay, musical career is maybe, but when it's combined with his theater effort, like combined with theater and music, that's when I think that there's definitely possibility.
So do you think you could do something with like a big time musical or something?
Big Time Rush.
Oh.
Actually, I do think that is a possibility in the future. I'll have to see what is in store for me, like education wise. But after that, like definitely it's
Oh no.
on my consideration.
Oh my god.
For the tickets in my mailbox.
You know what? I'm not recording Discord right now. That is what's gonna be the. That's just gonna be the screen. That's gonna be the entire screen. I'll make that the freeze frame, and just we're gonna talk over it. It's fine.
Oh my god, no.
You wait, but before the video, you need to add context.
Oh, 100%.
Oh no chance.
Oh,
He doesn't-
yeah, no. I'll just wait for them to get to this point. It's like, okay.
Is that
Okay.
Lil
Like a word thing up in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
context at the end.
Okay. So, are there any other topics that we just want to throw around, real quick?
Hold on, I have an idea for Eddie. Since he's like big theater boy, right? And he can sing. I feel like since now we have YouTube and everything, like, that makes pitching out yourself as a content creator so easy compared to like 30 years ago or 20 years ago. Why don't you start your own thing where you make your song and then you do the acting for it? That way it's not just music or theater, you can do both. And it's your own production.
That's a good idea.
So
You can do, like,
start
personal
writing
music
my own
videos.
musical.
You'd have to do like a 30-minute musical, man. Like,
Like 3-minute music videos.
Oh yeah, I could see that happening.
You could be a background dancer for Chris Brown song.
Okay.
you could do that in like the background while you're at call. Oh, hold on, wait. Where did this go?
Oh no, no.
Oh, Rihanna.
Remember the staircase I was talking about? Yeah, Jamie just Jamie. No. To put this
He broke on the floor.
to put this in perspective, Jamie just broke the side window. He jumped straight out of it. We don't got a parachute. That man's going down, right?
Oh my god.
Hey, so, hey, Jacob, can you do me a
This is
favor with
going off
editing
the
this?
rails completely.
Huh? Can I do? Jamie, what was that?
Every
Oh,
time when you edit this video, every time just
Every time you
Please.
wheeze,
just put a listen.
it means I'd have to listen to myself for an hour. No thanks. I'm kidding. All right.
Cannot stop staring at that Lil Wayne.
Shut the fuck
all
up.
right. So, anyone got any last thoughts here?
Why is
Oh,
there
yeah,
a dick
nothing.
on his head?
Wait, what?
That's
It's
not
a
a
dick
penis. It's a
tattoo.
face tattoo.
Oh, it's cherries.
It's a knife.
That looks
It's a
Little Dicky.
Literally.
All
You
right.
better believe I'm coming up with.
Let's
Bro,
all
you
I
see we
can
got the
all I can
cum on
think
the side
all
of
I can
his
think
face?
about is when I hear Lil Dicky, all I think about is Earth. All I think about is his song Earth. That's all.
love the earth. It is our plan.
Oh,
Shut up.
Yep. I guess. Yeah.
That looks like
I
Lor-
got it.
That looked
Well-
like the Lorax movie, but on like massive
On
amounts
steroids.
of
Yo, I actually think I see the shadow of Mike Wazowski, but it's just the face. Right? Like, just look around the head, you see like a dark embodiment of just. It's
It's
there.
like-
it's
It's
definitely
like Mike
there.
Wazowski if Mike Wazowski was Lil Wayne.
I would love to see that. Mike Wazowski's voice actor, but he's rapping Lil Wayne.
Yeah, we'll get that for the next episode.
Dude, it's just it's a milli, but it's oh my god.
I'd like you to know that this is gonna be our most productive episode.
Is it?
based
Is it
simply on the
really?
fact that- based simply on the fact that Zane is not here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sad. But
Let's wake him up here.
are we waking him up
We
now?
gotta try one more time. We gotta get
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
host.
give him a call.
Okay. Just for a little
Kanye West.
All
Shut
right,
up.
here we go.
Just for a little context, of course. Oh,
Oh no. Oh,
I
no.
don't know if I can put that in the video.
Oh,
even legal?
no.
No, not even.
Dude.
Dude, you wanna know how many people content claim me as soon as I posted my new song? It's just all false content claims, but I'm just like still waiting. Like 3 people content claimed my video. And it
How?
For
was
what?
okay.
So
let me-
Jacob, you want to let us know what your channel is for the people who don't know what you're
this is
talking
getting
about?
posted on my channel.
Which is?
Boy.
Oh my. YouTube.com/40cree/CGRP.
I'm just trying to look it up here.
Actually, wait, I don't. Logo ifunny.jpg. Hold on.
Why? Why, Jamie? Just
Ow,
why?
my knee.
I think that's deserved, to be honest.
All
I
right,
just
Jacob's
had like
got
a wet mouth fart. What was that?
Jacob, let's see what your most popular video is here.
Oh, my most popular video is Incredible.
It's the stupid void meme.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
Jamie.
it's
How
so
does-
dumb.
Yes.
How does Jamie's video have over twice the amount?
Because FLVS
Okay.
FLVS was a topical thing.
Gabe, I'll take you up on that.
All right,
I'll take you up on that
we're
game.
going really
Let's
far
go.
back. We're going to Minecraft mini games with friends.
Uh-oh.
shit.
No.
Oh, no.
I definitely have to purge some of these videos.
It's not making any sense.
Some of
You
these-
have to
some of
purge the
these-
4-hour and 20-minute stream that you did.
Some of these videos just don't deserve to exist.
Yeah.
Like just
Digimon
looking back
.exe.
at 5 years ago, those videos. No.
Hey, Mike, Esau's here.
Oh my god.
That's a strike. We just got content striked for that quote.
I wouldn't even not believe it, to be honest with you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna do it for the Exactly Zero Jurisdiction podcast.
I think
On
so.
behalf of the boys, I would like to thank you all for listening. This has been Everett, of course, joined with my special guests.
And I'm the end host. I'm the end host, Jacob. Please be sure to connect with our socials. I will connect everyone who gives me their socials at the very end of this podcast. Please connect with everyone who has joined us today for this epic 1 hour and 7 minutes. Thank you all so much for joining along with me. And any last words before we all just cut this all off?
Don't simp. Stop looking at Instagram thoughts. That's all I gotta say.
Smoke grass.
All right,
eat
ladies
ass,
and gentlemen,
fuck that.
have a good one.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for watching.